What's up, DigiDestins? Did you hear the bell? I know I'm clean shaved. This is just because I have a con I'm going to, and cosplaying, kind of, you can't have a beard with the cosplays I'm doing. So we kind of just reset the clock, but we got the baby face. So without further ado, let's dive in the video and keep shocking you the rest of the video. So first off, people are looking up Taikamias again. This is probably just for the blocker deck, the, you know, future one with Shoto. With Shoto and the Taikamiya, you can kind of make a good wall that gives you more advantage and keeps you in tempo. So it's not a bad pickup. Make sure you get your pre-release stamps because that is at least a dirt cheap card right now. If you don't get them in time, you'll expect to pay premium prices. So UK though, 55 cents to €1 and 29 cents. Not terrible, could be a lot worse. Goes up to €2 pretty quickly though. Then you have, so right now I kind of want to do something new while we're waiting for new card prices and new sets. After a little while, you kind of get the same repetitive, but I want to pick a deck in the format and talk about older decks and their max rarity pieces to see if they're at a lower price that I think I would pay for. So right now, let's take a look at Bt14's Agumon for its lower end. We can see for its ulti right now, we're looking at $16 a pop. I think I would wait a little bit longer, or if there are players willing to sell on the Facebook marketplaces, hit them up, tell them like $13, $12 offers, and maybe they might take it. So at the moment though, 16 is a little high for my personal preference, but if we can get it a little bit lower, I think we've in a good deal price range. Europe side though, 17 to €20 range, not worth it in my opinion. I would not pay close to €20 at the moment for a deck that isn't actually seeing massive competitive play, and that's a big thing. Then you have Agumon X-Antibody alternate art. So finally, the king has fallen down from this $60 range, oh my god, into the 25s, 23s. If you can pick these up for $20 a pop, chef's kiss. This is where you want to be. I think $20 range is exactly where this card should be falling, and it's great. You don't have to pick them all at once, but right now, picking up the Agumon X-Antibody in the 25s, one a week or something out of your paycheck that you can afford right now because the deck isn't seeing wide competitive play, I think this is a good time to start snagging up the Agumon X-Antibodies. Europe side looking like 28 to €30 range. They're kind of in the ballpark with us a little bit, just a little bit more pricier, but if they can get it to a little bit lower, I would say pick it up at that point. But if this is gonna where it's gonna hold in the 30s, I think that's just gonna be your best bet. Greymon X-Antibody. So if you guys remember the Blast Days pre-release winner, holy cow, this thing was expensive. Almost $26 to $100 for a playset. Now we're into the $60 range, which I find acceptable to pick up at. And you only need 3 of these. So picking up for $45, if not, if you can snag them for a little bit less, maybe for what, 32s, I mean, that would be a good bit. Well, not 32, for like $36, I think you could definitely say that's a good price range. I think right now what you're paying for is solidly okay, but if you can get them into the 12s, I think that's a great pickup price. Europe side, €6 to €9. You guys have a great, maybe hit them up, maybe go like, hey, I'll offer you €9 your money equaled, and then pay for shipping if you can get a good amount at the same rate. MetalGreymon cross encounters. Guys, this thing is dirt cheap right now. This is the time to buy this because once that spoilers happen, this is the price range it's going to land, if not more. So yeah, make sure you get your extra copies, especially if you're planning on flipping this card. If you guys already have your base playset like I do, I'm going to pick up a few copies on this low end and then flip, because that's where you're going to make the most bang for your buck. Europe side looking like €3 to €4. Yeah, same thing with you guys. I would pick this up at this price. If you can get these in the max €5 range, you're going to make some decent profit once the reveals and a new MetalGreymon comes in. As long as this is still your backup MetalGreymon, you're in a good spot. MetalGreymon X-Antibody Dimensional Phase BT11 going down a little bit more. And you know how I am with deals and stuff like that. This is like was a $10 card. Now it's down into the 4s. So make sure you get your copies. I know there is a pre-release stamp counter argument here, but when they're the same foiling and everything like that, and the only difference is a stamp, I don't care. Like, this is a good pickup price for just for the base rarity people. Europe side looking like €4 to €5. Then you have MetalGreymon Ulterius mode, already down into $10 range just for its base, and 11s for its foils. I mean, that's not a bad pickup if you can get the foils for 11s, especially if you guys have been waiting long enough to max rarity your deck. This is time to start snagging in little by little breadcrumbs, you know, get your value. And I think right now grabbing these pieces on these low ends is going to make you the best profit, because eventually they're going to overhaul. Like, they're doing a new Gallantmon, and these creators' new team wants to make some special decks. So taking that into account, we probably will see another Greymon theme, maybe a Greymon X-Antibody line that might be a little bit better. We'll have to see. Europe side looking like €6 to €7. Let's take a look at the foil here, the counterpart. Foils in the same ballpark, guys. So yeah, pick those foils up, actually. That's a good price. MetalGreymon X-Antibody pre-release stamp. Remember these things being ridiculous, like 16s? They're now down into the $7 to $8 range. This is the time to pick up. If you guys missed out on this a while back and you've been holding off, I think a good price to pick up $8. You get it. If you get 2 of these for the price of what one was on, you know, release and stuff, this is a time to grab it. I think this is a good investment. Europe side looking like €3 to €8. Not a bad for the pre-release stamp, to be honest. Then you have JESmon GX Bt10 going down. The card got that hype a while back ago, but as you can tell, it's already back down, lowering back into the original prices back in the earlier in the year, which is good to see, because the deck wasn't going to do much. JESmon GX is a cool gimmick, and we know it, but at the end of the day, it's not worth the full price that people were trying to flip it for. It had its hype, and now it's cooled off. Europe side, €25 to €28. You guys haven't cooled off yet. I think it'll take a while longer. I think just people like to collect things. Digimon EX06. We're back to 13s from that 9s. Yeah, no surprise here. People are just hyping Digimon. They're all excited. Next set, you know, all the good stuff. So just be ready. Europe side, though, €8 to €10 to 12s. Yeah. Then we have Digimon Ace. Inferno Ascension EX06, $10 a pop to 12s. Holy cow, not bad, not bad. Then we have euros to €5 to €7 for Digimon Ace. I mean, yeah, we're $5 higher. They're on the lower end, which is good for them. If you guys can snag them from here on the Facebook marketplaces for like 7s, I would say that's pretty good. But outside of that, Digimon's just holding some decent value. Ragnarlord Ace, the same thing's happening here, holding strong at that 10s to 11s. Guys, this is just one of those decks. If you can have fun with it, have fun with it. Europe side looking like €5 to €6. Agumon Inferno Extension looks like it's still going down, which is good to see. We're down into the 20. We're still holding strong in the 30s, actually. We had some at 21s and a little bit lower earlier in the week, but now it looks like it's starting to be bought back up. And that's just what it comes down to. And especially since there are tier 1 decks, this deck becomes another tier 1 deck going in the future with Shoto. Europe side, €16 to €18 range. Not bad, not bad. Could be a lot worse. Digimon Ace textured, $450. Nobody has touched it since. We got a sale yesterday, looking like $350, but that's about it. I don't see this selling at $450. Europe side looking like €275 range to 310s. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the same ballpark we're in. Agumon texture, this card has fallen hard. We're down into the $300 range, if not falling more. I think this is just one of those cards you just keep waiting out. No rush to invest into it. Europe side looking like €350, €400. DeathXmon, holy cow, the king is down to $35 range. We're at 40s-ish, but 35. Holy cow, I don't know if you can grab this, but wow. DeathX, €40, €45. People are just offloading them because if they're going to be hunting them in December and they feel like there is no need, especially because the format isn't calling for DeathX and a restriction list could make DeathX irrelevant again, and not just saying it's going to get hit, but the decks that are playing that would benefit from being punished by DeathX might get hit to the point where DeathX is no longer viable. MetalGreymon still climbing up, guys. It is up to $20 a pop. I'm sorry, guys. Then looking at it, 10 euros to 15 euros, not looking good. Raremon 41 and falling, that reprint and just the usefulness is starting to wear off. But I mean, hey, we're gonna get that reprint in September. Just wait it out. Europe side looking like 25 to 30 euro range, not worth this investment. JESmon Blanc, guys, this is the counterpart argument. Why spend $40 when you could spend a whopping $4? I would spend close to $4, not gonna lie. Europe side looking like 3 euro range. Holy cow. Then MetalGreymon Seed Apocalypse Bt14 still holding strong into the $17 range, the 18s. Hopefully this comes down a little bit more. I wouldn't invest into it just yet. Well, if you really want to play the Omnimon deck, you need to buy 2. But if you're looking to play MetalGreymon, which needs 3 to maybe 4, I'm not investing into that just yet because I'm going to wait for it to go down a little bit more. JESmon Great Legends BT4 holding strong in this $13, $14 range. Then you have 14s to 19s. Holy cow. JESmon Across Time BT12 holding strong in the 8s. I mean, could be a lot worse, but it's just not as competitively played. Europe side looking like 13s to 14 euro range. Agumon Blast Ace going down a little bit, showing some bump though. We're up to $5 a piece. Make sure you get your copies. Europe side looking like 9 to 10 euros to 12s. Cursorimon BT01 going up a little bit with a small bump down. Looking at $3.40. Europe side looking like 5 euros to 6 euros. Caramon holding strong in that $5 range as well. There are ultis of this, but for base rarity, just with a rare gold boulder, which are harder to find as equally as the promo versions. But hey, it's up to you what you want to do. Excuse me, Caramon. Wrong Caramon. Boop, ba-doop, boop, boo. Do 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 do. Let's take a look, and we're at $3 to $5. 5 euros. Not bad. Patamon promo, don't know why you guys are buying this up left and right, but we're at 5 listings left. This could disappear and become a $10 card. Europe side looking like 4 euros to 6 euros. Nightmon promo holding strong, not going crazy. We're seeing a downtrend though, especially because some players are valuing it as a 2 of instead of a 4 of. Europe side looking like 12 to 17 euros. My Agumon X, just let this drop. Don't invest into it. This is not worth it. Do not invest at $8 a pop. Europe side looking like 11 to 12 to 13 is not worth it. But all in all, guys, though, that is the market watch. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.